free show with a pair of Gregs. Greg and Greva.
I just like turning to my right and seeing Greg. Just makes me happy.
Greg's, no apostrophe.
Greg's, G-R-E-G, Greg's plural, not Greg's possessive. Like it's not Greg's mug, just Greg's. Multiple Gregs. And one Ashley.
That's correct.
It's like
an
Ashley sandwich with Greg bread.
Yeah. No, I don't like that. I'm out on that.
Oh,
no one
man.
needs a Greg sandwich.
It's not a Greg sandwich. It's an Ashley sandwich with Greg. You don't call it a bread sandwich. It's a Ashley sandwich with Greg bread.
Yeah.
Have I told you about this? This is a pet peeve of mine. When people are like, if there's two of one thing and one of another, they're always like if there's I'm looking around, if there's 2 TVs in a chair, something like that, they'd be like, oh, it's a TV sandwich. No, it's not. It's TV bread.
That's fair.
I don't know. Makes me mad. Anyway.
I guess I never thought about it that way.
Welcome in. You define a sandwich by what's between, not what's it's surrounded by.
Yeah, I guess because, say you go to Subway, and even though there's multiple choices of bread, you do still say, I want the Black Forest ham.
Mm-hmm.
And then you specify the bread. Yeah.
Hot dog, is it a sandwich?
I'm not getting into that. That's not what we're here to do.
It's got 2 pieces of bread.
It doesn't have 2 pieces of bread.
It has one.
No, a hot dog's a taco.
All right.
I will agree with that.
Welcome into the pre-show before the free show. We're a pair of Gregs. We are a day away from football.
As you can tell by our lunacy.
We haven't been sleeping much. And let's also talk about what you're doing tomorrow night.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to talk about Texas football tonight.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll
get to
it. You just recorded a segment for Texas football tonight. Can I spoil that? I just did. Yeah. Hi. You recorded a segment for Texas football tonight about Crootin. About Crootin.
We dusted off the Powers Memorial Zone.
Oh, the Power Zone.
The Greg Powers
Memorial Power Zone
is back.
Starring Greg Powers.
Yes.
It's very weird to have something that's memorial, but it's like you're in it.
Maybe this is what we should do with Texas football tonight, because everything looks pretty stinking professional right now. I think we should keep it all professional, except we need one just absolute, homage to Dave Campbell's and our nonsense, and we'll have a Powers bump that says the Greg Powers Memorial Power Zone, starring Greg Powers.
No, I kind of like the Crootin Corner.
Crootin Corner's a good one.
The Crootin Corner, we can come up with it. If you have a name, let's open this up to the people. If you have a name of what we should call quite frankly, the part of the studio where we where you film specifically Powers, because I'll film a hit, but nobody cares about that. Where Greg Powers records his recruiting videos for Texas football tonight. Let us know in the comments, and we'll pick the best one. We're a democracy around here.
Bonus points that you will get your name selected if you bring a sponsor to the table for it. You will get your.
Ooh, see, that's good. Absolutely. If you are willing to pay, we shouldn't throw out a number. If you are willing to pay a number of dollars, the highest bidder can name the recruiting set that Powers gets.
Talking about the top players in Texas high school football every weekend.
Yes. So there you go. So let us know what you want to name that part of the studio. It's just over there. It's TV.
What a foolproof plan.
It's great.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Yeah.
I approve of this message.
It's going to be the Greg Powers, Greg Tepper Smells Memorial Recruiting Corner.
Hey, that's fine. You want to throw us some money? We'll put that on there.
I'll debase myself. Absolutely. All right, hit a theme expo. Pickle! Hit the air sign. Yes, y'all. from the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas. It's Texas Football Today, a program on the internet. My name is Greg Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football magazine, texasfootball.com, a corresponding website. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live, texasfootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the places, or it's just the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I'm sitting over there at the helm today, making us sound good. She's the Duchess of the Dorks, Miss 305. She's been working on her new show. I know that because she tweeted that this show is called Texas Football Tonight. It's Ashley Pickle.
Did I put that in the tweet again?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
It says, Texas Football Tonight is live. It's like, not right now, guys. Tomorrow, Friday night.
I'm sorry. I wake up in the middle of the night yelling Texas Football Tonight.
That was a mistake. Honestly, that was a mistake on our part. I
told you I was worried about this from the very
The
get-go.
show name is very good, but it's way too close to something you've already done for 4 years.
Yeah,
So.
and what's funny is I can't remember Texas Football Today, and I've done that for 4 years. This has consumed every ounce of my brain. I'm sorry. We're not live. We will be live. We will be live Friday.
Night.
Those other voices...
Nice.
That other voice belongs to Greg Powers, our director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Great.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fired
Soon
up.
to be play-by-play.
Soon
Let's
to
go.
Be play-by-play
broadcaster.
And it couldn't be like a cooler game, too. McKinney,
Oh, man.
Longview, Texas High School football kickoff, Thursday night, THSCA
I'm
Classic.
so hyped for this.
So I'm extremely jealous. So much so that like when we were recording Step was telling me about like how excited he is to do the game, and I'm like, man, I want to do play-by-play and call it with Step. And so I started looking for games, and like we've got great games on Texan Live.
Yeah.
But like it's not gonna like if I find one down the road like on a Thursday night, like it's not gonna live up to Longview McKinney. I mean,
It's going to be tough. I mean,
it's
it's
a
going to
especially
be tough.
week one, mainly the week one
It's a banger,
aspect
man.
of that.
I'm sure that
Absolutely.
you guys broke the game down on Tep and Step, right? Like you guys went into like the details and
We
what
talked a
you
little bit
thought
about
of the
it, yeah.
game and all that kind of stuff. So you guys should give that a listen if you want to hear, the high school football experts give their prognostications and predictions on one of the top games in the state. But I'm fired up because the recruiting talent in the game is markedly high.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
OU running back Taylor Tatum.
What do we have? What time?
Florida safety Xavier. I'm just going to keep every time you talk. I'm going to get this Florida safety Xavier Filsaime. 2025 inside linebacker Riley Pettijohn. Like I could just go on and on. Bubba Garrett, Longview's Bubba Garrett is going to be a steal for somebody. I mean, I'm fired up.
Today is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. 92 days till Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to Lil Yachty. It's episode 1635. Nice. On today's show, folks, we've got This Week in Recruiting with Greg Powers, our director of recruiting here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We will get into that. In the back half of the show, Powers caught up with Clear Springs running back Xai'Shun. Xai'Shun?
Yep.
Yes. Xai'Shun Edwards, a name that I've written like 4 times and never said. I don't know if you ever get into that situation.
Oh, I definitely asked.
The new McKinney quarterback, God's Power.
Yeah.
One way he, I think.
There's.
I have to
verify.
I've gotten told by multiple like knowledgeable sources like 3 different ways.
Yeah.
I know that I was saying Nawahi, and
Yeah.
I know that's wrong.
Oh, okay. I was fixing to say that's what I
No,
was literally fixing to say.
I've been told that's
Nawahi.
wrong in no uncertain
Let's
terms.
see. Like I've gotten.
Anyway, Xai'Shun
Juan
Edwards coming up in a moment.
Juan Weehey. I've also
Weehey.
got that back
Juan
in.
Weehey.
So I got to definitely verify that before kickoff on Thursday night. But there's a bunch of tongue twisters as on McKinney's roster too. Jonathan Agamadu, that's one. They're gonna keep us on our toes. It wasn't. No one said it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
I can tell you that our talent on Friday night for Texas Football Tonight is very excited that they'll be able to listen to y'all say the names first before we go through the highlights on Friday.
Last year we had the McKinney Temple game for kickoff, and I did color for that one. And McKinney provided a pronunciation guide
Those are
before the
so
game,
clutch.
so
The
that's
smart man.
Shout out to coaches that give you pronunciation guides.
Yes.
Those are like, if you want to be in the elite level of coaching, in my eyes, give us a pronunciation
Have
guide.
you seen? And I've run into this on a couple of the college pages, like when we're doing stuff for magazine, run through college rosters. Have you seen that they will have there's a new thing where you can click on it and it'll have somebody saying
Say
his
it
name.
in the
that's
audio.
cool.
Yeah.
And
I
like a
like
lot of
that.
times, like the player himself, he'll say his name. Anyway, all that to say, Clear Springs running back Xai'Shun Edwards is going to join us coming up here at the back half of the program.
Let's go.
Do we have first four through the door?
We do, and I have an issue with the second one. I'll save that one for last. This is even worse than when they talked about California being better than Texas. First off is Tony Blaylock. No beef with Tony. James Landers, Salty Vet, and here's the one that I'm genuinely consider blocking. Want to be awesome like Greg Tepper when I grow up. That needs to go. We need to not allow that around here.
Can I get the one chat real quick?
I hope that they don't name the Power Zone that.
Put in your bids now, folks.
If there's one thing I will not allow, it is that.
Anyway,
Blasphemy.
I'm Greg Tepper. That's Greg Powers. This is This Week
In Crootin.
It's This Week in Recruiting with Greg Powers, our Director of Recruiting here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Follow him on Twitter at GPowersScouts. See his fine work at TexasFootball.com/recruiting. And, of course, this is brought to you by our good chicken friends at Chicken Express. Chicken Express. It's game week, and there's no better way to celebrate the return of football than tendies.
Yes, sir. I love them tendies on game week.
And always, here's what I would do. And this is, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, okay? When you go to Chicken Express, you're going to see they got the combos, the tendy combos. And the chicken combos, by the way, the bone-in chicken combos,
Yeah.
which are great.
Very good.
Whatever you are thinking is enough. Let's be great this week, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What if we upgrade that? If you're thinking the 4 tendy combo, great, nothing wrong with it. I love the 4 tendy combo. It's a special week. Maybe see if you can get the 7. Because here's the thing, even if you don't finish it, like let's just say you have 2 tendies left over, that's money the next day.
Guilty Chicken Express tendy admission right here.
Ooh.
Right?
Mhm.
You have like certain games that you go to and you have habits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my habit for the Cedar Hill game is the 6-pack Chicken Express tenders before the game. Sneaking 2 tenders in.
Oh,
in
you're
my
pocketing
bag,
a couple tendies?
into the press box for a little tendy snack halftime.
Backpack tendies. I love it.
That rules.
I love it. It's This Week in Recruiting with Greg Powers, our Director of Recruiting. Let's start with our prospect on the rise. Our prospect on the rise, going to Klein Collins to talk about soon-to-be senior. Actually, you know what? We don't have to say soon.
Yeah, just say senior.
Senior safety, Chris Gant Jr., who committed this week to North Texas. Had some offers from Kentucky, Louisiana Tech, Air Force, Army, Navy, Incarnate Word, and some more. This is a guy who, look, I'm sure he can play both safety positions, but like I watch his tape and I'm like, no, you're a strong safety. Like he's a guy who is going to strike you, and a guy that he's your laser guided missile on the defense.
I'll just be honest. He had so many stats and like different things. I just put some of them in there. He also had like 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and all this other stuff going on. But this year he was very productive. He racked up 70 tackles, 7 TFLs, 3 interceptions, and 6 PBUs. But I agree with you 100%. Mm-hmm. I love what he does when he's coming down into the box. Mm-hmm. He's a physical tackler. He isn't afraid to stick his nose in there. He showcases great natural football instincts, and that helps him play very quick, right? He doesn't waste any movement. He gets to the football in a hurry. He seems like he loves the game of football by how he plays on the field, so this is a big pickup from that regard. He does show good coverage skills on tape. He doesn't have that desired wingspan to match up favorably against, the 6'6", 250-pound tight end probably. But I like his versatility in the defensive backfield because I think he could be a safety, like a true safety, as he matures within the UNT program. But I think that you could peg him in instantly as a nickel.
Yes, he is a guy who is going to see the field early. Chris Gant Jr., the Klein Collins safety, the newest North Texas commit. But he's not the commit of the week.
He's
the prospect on the rise. This week's commit of the week is Clear Springs offensive lineman Blake Ivy, who live on Dave Campbell's Texan Live committed to Texas A&M over LSU and Texas. You talked about going into that commitment how you thought you were like, we're flying blind into this one?
Yeah.
You really didn't know. And that's true, by the way. Like, he was around here, and like, you make those covers for the guys.
Made two.
He made two. We only need one of them, and it's the Texas A&M Aggies. They get the number 39 prospect in the 2024 DCTF Rising Hot 100.
Falling into that same vein, as media was coming in, they were definitely walking through the door and asking Coach Renfro, what he thought Ivy was going to pick. If he knew, he didn't tip his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And talking with Ivy after his commitment, he said, it came down to a decision made the night before that he actually went live with his commitment. Listed at 6'4", 280 pounds. I want to say that just on the eyeball test, I might bump him to 290. Mm-hmm. He's added some really good weight in the offseason. He looks like a freak. Long arms, powerful looking frame, very athletic looking offensive lineman. Played right tackle, because they had another D1 recruit who signed with Texas Tech on the left-hand side. I think that he'll kick over and play left tackle this year, but he's a guy whose versatility is what makes him special. He could play right tackle, left tackle, both guard positions, and he's even got some experience center snapping.
Wow.
So he can really play anywhere up front, and his 7'1" wingspan is indicative of a future NFLer, I think. So if things go right in his development, this is a massive addition for Texas A&M.
So right now, you're saying you're grading him as a guard,
yes.
right? Okay, because we got him as the number 3
Yep.
guard in the state in 2024. You're saying right now, sports gun to your head, you would say guard is his best position at the next level.
I would say guard, and even looking more specifically at Texas A&M's recruiting class, they also have a commitment from Katy offensive lineman Cohen Eccles, who has a lot of the same qualities as Blake Ivy. Both of these guys are very versatile, could play anywhere up front. So if you're looking at a 1-2 punch of Houston area commits going to Texas A&M, Blake Ivy and Cohen Eccles can fit in anywhere up front. And I'm sure that the Texas A&M coaching staff is thrilled that they're going to have these guys that they can mix and match in with the guys that they already have on campus. I mean, they can play. Seriously, they can play anywhere. One of them will play center.
Yeah.
One of them will play center. So we'll see which one it is, and the other one will probably play guard.
But a big-time get for Texas A&M live on Dave Campbell's Texan Live as Clear Springs offensive lineman Blake Ivy commits to the Aggies. It's This Week in Recruiting with Greg Powers, our director of recruiting here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Get involved in the conversation, #TF Today. Let's roll on to our underclassmen of the week. Our underclassmen of the week, we're going out east to the woods, to Lufkin, to talk about their junior tackle, Xai'Shun Williams, who now picked up an offer from USC that brings his total to 13 offers for a guy who is going to be who's a star as a sophomore and is going to be an even bigger name as a junior.
He is a monster. Look at him on this tape.
He ragdolls people.
He's bullying dudes around. And just a young player here on his 2022 tape when he was a sophomore. The 13 scholarship offers that he has aren't just no-name offers.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas A&M, now USC, Texas Tech. I mean, these are powerhouse offers. So these 13 offers hit different than normal 13 first offers in for a top prospect. We have him rated early on as a 3-star. We've only named a 1 through 30 in the class of 2025 for right now. But there isn't a prospect that I'm heading into the season anticipating more upside from than Xai'Shun Williams, and that's why I picked him for the underclassman of the week this week, because he's one of these guys who could have a meteoric rise into the top 10 type of performance if he's made the right progression in the offseason strength and conditioning program and is really taking his development seriously. You'll see some stuff on tape here that stands out. He plays a little bit high at times. At 6'4", that's something that you really can't get away with because the offensive lineman can get underneath your pads. But if he's taken the steps to rectify some of those issues, he could be in the 5-star mix. He's a freak.
He is a star. Xai'Shun Williams now the latest offeree.
Yeah.
USC. Yeah, he's a guy. He's got a USC offer, and he's a name to know. The defensive tackle from Lufkin. Let's round it all out with our recruit of the week. Our recruit of the week is Timpson senior athlete Terry Bussey.
Let's talk about Terry Bussey.
Mr.
I
Texas
love talking about
football
Terry
himself.
Bussey.
Mr. Texas football himself. The news on him is that he has scheduled a pair of official visits. One coming up in a couple weeks. He's going to go to Alabama. And a couple weeks after that, on September 22nd, he's heading to LSU. We've got him as the number 5 overall prospect in the DCTF Rising Hot 100. Here's a fun fact I found out today. The state's leading active career rusher.
There you go.
Going into this season.
Wow.
He's the leading rusher in the state as far as career yardage is concerned right now. A&M, Texas, and Oklahoma are considered favorites, but you always tell me, Powers, you beat me over the head with it. Watch what they do, not what they say. Watch what they do, not what they say. 2 big-time out-of-state SEC Powers are going to get some visits from Mr. Bussey.
Yeah, and there's a lot to talk about here as it relates to Terry Bussey's recruitment. Number one, he did schedule those official visits to Alabama, LSU. He's expressed interest, at least verbally, of playing out of state, but Texas and Texas A&M are serious threats to land his signature at the end of the day. He's already taken official visits to Oklahoma and Texas. He has yet to use an official visit or schedule an official visit to Texas A&M, so it'll be interesting to see when that visit comes down the pipe. When is he going to, officially visit College Station? That could be a clear indicator possibly on where they stand in this race.
100-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah. What?
Every time I watch his highlights, I'm always like they always put the arrows on where he is, and it really could be anywhere with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would be interested to see where he stacks up with career tackles.
Yeah.
I think he had over 100 tackles.
He did
last year, 117 tackles or something like that. He's a freak.
His highlight reel is 11 minutes and 16 seconds, and the dude hasn't even played his senior year.
It's all bangers
legitimate.
too.
This is 11 minutes and 30 seconds of junior tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nothing like, oh yeah, that one probably should have been left out. It's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. But he is a guy to keep an eye on. The number 5 prospect of the DCCF Rising Hot 100, Mr. Texas football himself, Terry Bussey from Timpson, going to Alabama and LSU in the next couple of weeks. One guy who's staying right here forever. Greg Powers, our director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Follow him on Twitter, G-Power Scouts. He has fine work at texasfootball.com/recruiting.
I'll be here at least until 1.
He'll be here at least until 1, which
Yay.
includes sticking around for the next segment. We're at Texas Football Today. We're here every weekday at noon on TexasFootball.com, talking football in the Lone Star State. You can follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. TexasFootball.com is where you can find complete coverage of high school football, college football, and recruiting all across the Lone Star State. Now, a word from these goods and services.
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texas loves doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
The Gambling Gauchos are a Texas Tech podcast serving you money lines.
Welcome back.
I clicked the wrong button.
Texas Football Today. We're here with Greg Powers. Powers, you've been a busy boy. You're going to be a busy boy all season, but you've been around, including you had a conversation with a up-and-coming young running back at Clear Springs.
I don't know if I would even – he's an established running back, 3-star running back, Xai'Shun Edwards at Clear Springs High School. Recently made his commitment to Houston Christian. Mm-hmm. He's the number 14 running back in the DCTF class of 2024 rising rankings. So he's a dude.
Let's find out all about Xai'Shun Edwards from Clear Springs here on Texas Football Today.
Greg Powers, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and I'm out here with Xai'Shun Edwards. They call him Ray at Clear Springs High School. X-Man, the man of 100 nicknames maybe. When you're toting the rock in a high-powered offense, you're the guy people are focused on. So nicknames come with the job. Just kind of talk about the offense here and how you like being a part of it.
The offense down here is good. We're a nice, balanced offense. We have amazing receivers to throw it to, amazing offensive line to run behind. Nothing could go wrong. If they load the box up, we can just throw it. If they spread everybody out, then we run it. It's simple as that.
Kind of talk about your development heading into your senior season. What do you feel like is one part of your game that you really try to circle and work on and improve on as you head onto the field in 2023?
I try to work on route running and catching the football so I can be more effective as a receiver and going into the slot more this year.
Before we started this interview, I asked you who you liked to pattern your game after. You had a good answer for me. You went back into like the history books with
Barry Sanders. What
is it about Barry Sanders' game that you like? Why do you feel like you resemble him on the field?
I just like how hard he is to tackle and just how he moves. It's like everything he do is natural and he's just an amazing player to watch. He always puts on a show when you watch him.
No doubt about that. He tore it up at Oklahoma State before he went on to play for the Lions in the NFL. Expectations are pretty high here heading into the 2023 season. You got 4 guys, including yourself, that have made their college commitments already. Blake Ivy, that we're here at his announcement ceremony, just made his commitment today. How are you addressing that as a senior leader on this team? Are you a guy that likes to take all these younger guys underneath of your wings and try to guide them along, because you guys want to win state, right?
Yes, sir. Of course. I'll take a few under my wing. Like we have an amazing group of running backs that we all switch out and get reps in, like Adam Hawkins and Corey Hosek and DJ Anderson. And then we have a nice receiver core that needs to be looked at. I don't know why no one looks at them, but like Moise Tankara.
Oh, he's going to be big time. Don't you worry. He's going to get a lot of offers.
Jarius Williams is a nice one. He's a 2024. I've been trying to get him put out there so everyone can see him. But I think everyone deserves the respect that they need, how they put it. They deserve the respect that they need for the stuff they do on the field.
Well, you had those big bookend tackles last year, right? Like a lot of people was out here watching the O-line whenever they came. That's pretty cool for you too. What's it like running behind like Blake? Now, I assume that he's going to flip over and play left side now.
He can play wherever he wants to.
Yeah, he can play wherever.
He's actually played center in practice a few times. But yeah, running behind Blake is really exciting. Like when I get the ball, I see him pancaking people and just make me feel good, knowing I can trust him and run behind him.
Of course, you have plenty of offers, made your college commitment already. What was it like going through that process and dealing with it? How do you stay focused on what you got to take care of here when all these colleges and stuff are stepping to you?
I just have tunnel vision. I just worry about what I need to do on the field. I just put my team first before all of that, because at the end of the day, it's just the only reason I'm here is because my teammates and my coaches, and my family and God.
Xai'Shun, Ray, X-Man Edwards out here at Clear Springs High School, man. Congratulations on all the attention that's come your way on your college commitment. And, of course, as you would go through your senior season here, looking to put up big numbers once again in this Clear Springs offense. Congrats.
Thank you.
There is Xai'Shun Edwards, the running back from Clear Springs, Houston Christian commit.
X-Man.
I'll say this. I hope Houston Christian closes him.
Good luck.
I hope they close him. He is not going. That commitment is not going to go unchallenged. I'll say that.
I don't think so at all. As a matter of fact, I would chalk that up as being the best Houston Christian early commit that I can remember covering.
Gotta be.
He's a freak.
Gotta be.
He's a freak.
It's a big get there. We'll see if they can hang on to him. Xai'Shun Edwards, the star running back from Clear Springs. We appreciate his time. Let's go over to Ashley Pickle of America's second favorite segment. Final thoughts. This is the last show of the offseason.
Yeah. Coming up Friday. Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight, streaming for free on TexanLive.com. 2.5 hours of live coverage, diving into games, much like a red zone style show for Texas high school football. We've got Powers talking recruiting. We've got feature stories across the state with multiple different coaches, a ton of stuff that we're incredibly excited for. So we hope that you will join us on TexanLive.com from 7:30 to 10:30 this Friday night. Before then, though, join this guy right here.
Whoa!
As he makes his
not this guy.
No, this one, that guy. As he makes his play-by-play debut, Longview versus McKinney tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Opening night.
Let's do it.
We've
I'm
got
excited.
We've got a bevy of games on Dave Campbell's Texan Live this weekend, starting tomorrow. Do we know how many we have tomorrow?
I can look that up real fast. If
I
y'all
will
can-
vamp while she looks up at a spreadsheet.
Well, you can vamp on this. They added a banger announced today. Duncanville, South Oak Cliff.
What? On Dave Campbell's Texan Live?
Yes, at
Wait a-
SMU.
But Powers, that's a matchup of defending state champs.
Oh man, what a game! Like, I'm going to DeSoto at Allen Friday night for kickoff Friday. I'm driving straight home and watching the Duncanville sock game. After that, I think it's got even a later kick, so I'm going to be able to watch be able to go to a game live and still watch a game live when I get back to the house this week.
How many games tomorrow?
We got 11 games on the docket
Dave Campbell's Texan
for
Live?
week 1, and one of them that I feel like has gone super unnoticed. Denton Ryan and New Braunfels are running that back after last year's craziness of New Braunfels beating Denton Ryan, which was something at the time that we did not see coming. So Denton Ryan is on their revenge tour. We will have that live. Our very own Trevor Bullard on the call. If you miss that tomorrow or the Longview McKinney game, we will have full highlight packages and reaction from those games on Texas Football Tonight, on Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight.
We were we were in Beckville last year for Timpson and Beckville when we were watching on our phone. There were 2 games we were paying attention to. 3. Timpson, Beckville, obviously we were there, but it was Denton Ryan and New Braunfels, with New Braunfels pulling away for the win, and then the other one had Step brought this up on Tep and Step. That was the night of North Shore in the Woodlands.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
And remember, it was like 42-0 in the second quarter, and we thought the app was broken.
Yeah.
But then, we got on Twitter, and everyone was like, no, it's 42-0 in the
Nothing.
second quarter.
They're running that back this year too.
They are
right?
running that back. I believe that's Friday, though.
Yeah.
But it will be, it's a banging first week, and we're really excited. And then what time is Longview McKinney kick tomorrow?
7. They've kept it at 7.
Kept it at 7?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're in the air conditioning.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll see how that goes. I remember. I guess the time difference. I remember last year it was a 1 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday. The sun was blaring through that glass so I think we'll be fine. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Tomorrow's the first day of the season, and we're really fired up, including a huge show tomorrow for Texas Football Today. So make sure you're here. It's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at texasfootball.com. Thanks again to Xai'Shun Edwards, the running back from Clear Springs, for being our guest. For Greg Powers and Ashley Pickle, I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please win your Player of the Year trophy. We'll see you tomorrow for Game Day on Texas Football Today.